Am I wrong for wanting to break up with my BF because of his niece? My BF, 33, has a niece, 10 years/0, who he has been helping raise since she was 6 months. I was told her mom and dad were not involved. When we first decided to get serious, I knew about his niece and his role in her life but did not realize the extent of his role. When I first met her, she was a nice kid, but the second time I met her, it was terrible. We went to the aquarium and she wanted an ice cream, so when we sat down so she could eat, my BF shared a funny video with me from his phone. After watching it and laughing and talking about the video, I turned and looked at his niece and she had thrown her ice cream down on the table and was crying. He then asked her what's wrong and she proceeded to look at me and then back at him. Right then I knew this would be trouble. After he calmed her down, he basically ignored me the rest of the time to keep her happy. She had started crying because he showed me a video and not her and felt left out. After we dropped her off, he tried to apologize and I told him I was left feeling uncomfortable. I felt like I was a bother to them, something like a third wheel. He told me he was just trying to make the rest of her time there happy for her. I ended up letting it go but told him he needed to talk to her and let her know I wasn't going anywhere. He agreed. Fast forward months later, my BF and I planned a trip out of town so he could race in a running marathon. He then proceeded to tell me that his niece wanted to come. I asked if that was a good idea since I hadn't seen her since the aquarium issue. He said he talked to her and just wanted to have a good weekend. I agreed and decided to give her another chance. We picked her up that morning of the trip and not even an hour into it she was already crying. She cried mostly all day, so his attention was of course on her. I tried to be sympathetic and let him do his thing, but noticed anytime he showed me any attention she would start crying. I bought us tickets to watch a movie she kept asking for and she cried not wanting to watch it when we got there. Then nighttime came and she had agreed to sleep on her own bed, but then when she saw my BF lay down next to me, the waterworks started and she did not want him laying with me. He then jokingly told me, "Hey, I'm gonna sleep with crybaby in her bed, okay?" I was fuming because I know it was intentional. She was literally just sitting there fine until she saw me and him together. Then I was fuming because instead of talking to her he gave in. The next day we were at the mall and him and her were holding hands walking in front of me, basically leaving me out while they chit-chatted and enjoyed each other. By the end of the day my BF said, "What's wrong? You've barely spoken a word to me?" As if I could. Then later on when he was finally talking to me, showing me attention, his niece kept interrupting us. I knew once again what she was doing. It is the end of the trip now, and after replaying everything in my head, I want to end this. However, I know he's going to try and throw it in my face that she's a little girl who has abandonment issues and is just scared of losing him. I understand that, however I don't agree with how she's being brought up. I don't feel she should be getting her way every time she cries for something. Am I harsh? Does that make me the